Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn. These are your messages from the angels. There's no timing for this reading. You hear them when you need to, when you are meant to. So, if you were drawn to this video, then there is most likely a message here for you to hear. I have 5 messages before me. There can either be one or more of these messages that will offer you guidance, direction, or some important information you needed to hear for the journey. Let's begin. Beginning at the heart, we have the ego, the illusion of being trapped. Often the perception of entrapment is an illusion. A person can become so used to their situation that they can't see the possibilities for change or for getting free of unhappy circumstances. Now, your ego would have you stay where you are with thoughts of, I'm not good enough. Not good enough to make this my dreams come true, or maybe it's just safer to stay here, I mean, it could be worse out there, right? So if you are unhappy, okay, then I'm telling you, it's a guarantee. The universe wants you to make changes, and it will do whatever it can to help you. But here's the thing. The choice to make these changes, to take the first baby steps, that's entirely up to you. This card can also reflect upon someone who could be overly focused on the acquisition of wealth or material things, and this would most likely be because it's most likely a way to fill a spiritual or emotional void within them. The next message to the left, looking towards, we have the King of Water. All right, so he can represent you or your situation. Now, at first, this king, if you look at him, and if you know the queen, which most likely most of you do, he would feel very different from the queen. On the surface, your emotions are restrained, controlled, and balanced if this is you. People can sense that you are a caring and kind individual. It's just that you don't show your feelings like the queen does, is what I want to say here. Okay, so, but even though you don't show it, deep down, you are very generous, warm-hearted, devoted. And I feel completely trustworthy in relationships. So, and if this is you, then you care very deeply for whoever holds your heart. I feel that if whomever holds your heart is your partner, then you are very devoted to that person. If you have children with them, then you are a very good and doting parent. So So people people would say most likely that you have a reputation for a quiet authority because you keep things controlled, or the emotions controlled, you know. Underneath this power you hold when it comes to controlling the emotions, underneath this, your emotions really do have the same undercurrent as the queen. So on the surface, you appear differently and more controlled, where she shows hers more. You at a depth deep inside you desperately want intimacy, or an intimate relationship with people. The thing is, with this king, he has experienced the unforeseen consequences of how would I say that, of opening his heart freely, of having such close relationships, and he's been hurt, so he's cautious and maybe even a little afraid. So I mean, this could be you, it could be somebody that you're dealing with. You may tend to hold these emotions in check and not express yourself because of experiences that you've had. The next message is release. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. You could have or will be experiencing an awakening. After having this awakening, it is not uncommon to find things or people in your life that need to go. I mean, it could be that you've had an experience, maybe you have opened your heart and ended up getting hurt. Maybe you're in an unhappy relationship, feeling trapped. And you are now thinking, because you're looking towards the ego and the release card. Yeah. And you could possibly be thinking of what needs to go here. And, you know, you've now closed yourself up, and you're maintaining at least the surface or appearance of control, but inside it's all churning, you know, because you are trying to decide what needs to go here. Now, with this card, okay, because here we see that there is a desire for new beginnings. So, for a desire for a new beginning, therefore, there's a need for an ending. So something must end so something can begin. There are many types of endings, and those that just kind of happen to you, and those that you perhaps initiated yourself. Some endings are a breath of fresh air, while others can bring great sorrow. Sometimes they do both. there are specific endings where you can just like dust yourself off, get up, dust yourself off, and move on. But with this card specifically, you have to experience this ending, whether it be happy or sad. You have to move through the finale slowly, perhaps with the help of friends, family, or your spiritual practice. There's much to learn and much growth to be had, and you will not want to lose those opportunities. So even if it feels uncomfortable at the time, there is something here to be gained from it. All right, is what it's saying. Now, okay, so here we have the Knight of Water. Again, you know, these cards, these court cards can be you, or it can be the situation. Now, so he represents what most people yearn for in romance, okay? It's that feeling of being over the top, romantically, passionately, dreamily, head over heels in love. So there could be someone else in this picture. All right, so your eyelids can flutter and your heart is completely just like over the top. The source of your affections is perfection personified, or so you think. There's poetry, roses, chocolates, candlelights, love letters, well, you know, texts and emails. You can't get anything else done because all of your thoughts are stuck on this person, this knight in shining armor. An emotional intervention is probably underway. The question is, are you the one being healed or doing the healing? This knight is romantic, idealistic about love, dramatic, poetic, and utterly charming and enchanting. Sounds amazing, right? Yeah, well, just a minute, because this kind of emotional experience, it knocks you off of balance, whether this really is a romance or just something else in your life that has your heart all aflutter. You need to plant your feet flat on the ground and anchor your emotions. Get some balance. If this knight represents someone else in your life, then you need to understand that there's a chance that all this has staying power. Yes, maybe. However, there is an even greater chance that it doesn't. You see, Knights of Water tend to be in love with love. The moment the relationship starts to feel mundane, it's like they're on to their next conquest, because their whole life is wrapped up in keeping that powerful feeling alive. Remember, this knight might be you. If that is so, make an honest assessment of yourself if you're repeating this type of pattern in your romantic life, and if it's time to snap out of it. You know, there's more to life than romance. Your brain is not your enemy. So think about what's going on here. If it feels like things are moving away too fast, then, or are moving way too fast, excuse me, then they probably are. you know? I mean, it's okay to enjoy the experience, but don't lose yourself in it. Don't dismiss what your friends and family are saying either. And if you are this knight, pay attention to how you might hurt the other person. Now, typically, like, you know, I gave you what these cards mean separately. However, there's another story going on here. So let me just tell you what it is, because what are the chances that I would get the king and the knight of the same suit? I only drew 4 cards from that deck. The fact that I have the knight and the king would suggest to me that this is that it's like love at first sight, but it is a lasting love because they come together. Anytime I have that, the knight and the king together of the same suit, it tells me that this person, this knight, is going to stick around. They are not going to get bored and run away. They are going to stay around. What I feel is that someone may be in currently a different relationship, one that they may feel trapped in. And regardless of whether that knight would have shown up or not, it just happened that they did, and most likely was fated. There's a deeper problem here, and that needs to be looked at, because this person has been staying in this relationship and they weren't happy, feeling trapped. But, you know, they have to take that first step. They have to decide, you know. They have to decide, I'm not happy here. If you're not happy here, then you need to make a change. You always have the choice to stay or to go. To make the changes, to move yourself towards the path of happiness. And that happiness for you, I feel it's like the, how would I say that? It's like, it's what made you actually maybe take that long or deeper look and say, well, I'm not happy here. This is my happiness. And so you decide to make that change, or are, you know, doing so. So let us see what is above. Yep, see, look, we have synchronicity. There is a reason for some of the experiences you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life. Everything is perfectly timed by God and the universe. So, trust that your angels are sending you divine guidance through the information and people coming into your life at this time. This is exactly what is happening here. There is positive guidance here for you. Trust the process and the path that is being shown to you, as it will take you forward one step at a time until you are where you need to be. The angels of synchronicity are here to guide you and will remind you of their presence at the perfect time. Wow. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos. Also, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and to those who have sent in donations. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.